They can see y'all.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, shit.
Secrets. Better stop talking shit.
What the fuck? All I'm saying is y'all are some weird fucking people.
You're talking?
I didn't say I wasn't.
Like, you are just as fucking weird.
Oh, agreed. So what are we doing tonight, Steven?
We are doing a tribute to Mystery Science Theater 3000. And we're going to be watching our interviews and making fun of them.
So I can be an asshole, right?
Yeah, you're an asshole. When are you not
That's
an asshole?
kind of the
Come
point
on
here.
now.
I know. I'm most of the time an asshole.
I mean, I check the Facebook
If
list
you're
every time.
good
It
at
says 100%.
something like that, then, you know, you gotta go with what you're good at.
Yeah.
Someday I'll be a professional.
All right. So, and actually, while you're watching this, I'm out of town. And
Slacker.
I'm on vacation too. Yes.
hell right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with my time next week.
Click your
To-
mouse.
Get to bed at a reasonable time? What the
Strip some
hell?
fingernail polish.
No, I don't own that stuff anymore.
Well, we're starting with Comic Palooza last year.
All right, here we go.
I'm JD with the Nerdery.
Oh, it's a JD guy. Oh,
I love him.
Awesome.
Isaac, the ultimate bedhead.
Yes! It makes you just want to touch his hair.
Heard the reviews on our.
And JD's got the horns out. See the horns?
Yeah, I needed a haircut bad.
What got you into art? I grew up with.
What everybody doesn't see right now is that Matt Hawkins' wife is asleep on the ground on the other side.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which I was so impressed with that she could actually sleep.
Yeah,
like
she
that.
slept through like everything.
I don't think I could sleep with that many people around. It would
I
bug
couldn't
the shit
either.
out of me. I
And
wake
the
up
noise.
all the time, yeah.
Is a Batman masterpiece. So you're growing up with.
Look at Isaac. He got half tucked in shirt thing.
Yeah. He's such a cutie. He was seriously one of my favorite people I talked to at the entire damn thing. Like,
He's got a good personality. He's one of those people you can just kind of walk up and
he's just
bullshit with.
chill and like.
And he has kept in touch with us since.
I was fucking exhausted by the day I met him though. Like, I was a mess.
I've always loved comics. I've always loved.
Keep your hands down. Keep your hands down. Keep your hands down.
So Taka was very much on my radar.
What is that bracelet thing you're wearing?
Boba Fett.
Yeah, it's my Boba Fett Lego watch, man.
Aww.
I actually went to a comic book school, so I went to.
I was back when my hat was at 2 pins.
I'm bragging right now, but it was Phil Jimenez who was.
Yeah, oh yes, and I will be coming back from my vacation with a new hat.
Nice.
Top hat?
Nope, not this
Oh
one.
god.
This year it'll be a surprise. Next year will be a bowler. Year after will be a top hat.
Nice.
I sold retail. I did all these little things until I got a job in storyboards. But it was
My facial hair is kind of getting let go at that point
A
too.
little bit, a little bit.
How am I going to get to Marvel? How am I going to get to Image? How am I
Gonna be
get
more
to
tidy
DC?
this year?
Very lucky. Very
okay.
luckily. Top Cow.
I found a barbershop that I love, so yeah.
They
Very
did
nice.
it talent hunt. So they did it in 20.
JD got the frown on, too.
2013.
I was so disappointed by our passes.
Both years.
I got a different pass than you guys did.
Yeah, you did.
I was so disappointed.
Well, I got one too, but
Like, I was just, like, that one that Isaac had was super cool looking. I don't know what it was, but it was adorable.
Well, that's because it's guest.
yeah, he's got the actual guest pass.
No, and like, it looked awesome. It was like an awesome hot chick painted on there. What were you
I
guys?
think ours was Deadpool.
Yeah. that
No,
was-
I think
what was it?
Deadpool was exhibitor. I don't remember what press was. I actually
No,
had the collection.
press was
Deadpool? Okay.
Yeah, and exhibitor was Spider Gwen.
Oh, yeah.
It was such crap.
Oh, we froze. We froze.
I did 9 pages of that. I was accepted that time, and I got Magdalena off the strength of Magdalena. They asked me if I wanted to do a
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
And that 4-issue miniseries grew.
And he's one of those artists that like all his art that's published is digital. Like he produces digitally. But like anything he does,
I was worried because it's like that.
but anything he does like as far as commissions he does by hand. Now most of the time when I see artists do that, they're slightly different.
Yeah.
His looks the same either way, which is awesome.
I kind of figured you guys certainly to do anything in art, and you might as well do it when you're young. So I had my
He is
job.
young,
It
too,
was
isn't he?
it was really
He's
fun. It was a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got lucky.
The whole shebang.
I mean, a lot of hard work too, but
Yeah.
he definitely got lucky too.
Love comics that much. So,
Well, it was weird for me standing there. At that point, you know, I'm 32, and this
Yeah.
guy's, you know,
Yeah, like 10 years old, younger at least.
yeah, and I'm like,
You're doing better than me, fuck yeah!
that, like, you're so far above me on the ladder, but at the same time, you're so much younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah. I always see that, like, some celebrities and stuff or whatever that are doing so much with their life, and they're like 10, 15, 20 years younger than me. I'm like, I fucking hate you. Like, what am I doing with my life?
Now, I'm realizing more and more and more as I get older with my education and experience. I'm like, I really don't like working for anybody but me.
Yeah.
Because nobody else knows what they're doing.
I need someone else to crack the whip, though. Like, I'm very...
Hey, that's a very sexual thing, you know. That's totally different subject to work.
Well, I mean, it
Or a
goes
towel,
hand in
or a rag.
hand. Yeah, anything, whatever.
In a pinch, you know.
Good solid
Whatever it
hand.
takes, you know.
Get to work.
I got, you know, former bassist, piano, guitarist hand, like a boat paddle. It's going to sting a lot.
Perfect.
He's a wanted guy. So there are guys that are coming back.
It's funny because when I picked up Postal, I had no idea what it was, and I was only buying it because he was so cool to me. I didn't give a shit what it was about. I was like, this guy's really fucking rad, and he said this is his book, and I'm gonna buy it just to help him out and support him.
And then you read it, and now you're
And then
like,
I know. And then I realized what big fans you guys were because I couldn't remember what you guys liked on it. But I was just like, it's this guy and he's so cool and I'm gonna help him out and buy one. He didn't need my help.
no.
But that was my thought, you know, because I was like,
And then you found out there's somebody who looks just like you.
I know. Back when I had my head shaved.
That's all. Starting to look like a hippie.
It's horrible. I don't know what to do. I've almost cut it all off. I don't know. Because I'm sick of this shit. Yeah, you like shave off all the way around here like it used to be.
And I thought it was really cool while we were standing there getting ready for the interview. He actually showed me pages of the issue that was still like 2 months out.
Oh, that's cool. What day was this? Was it Saturday?
10 years to break into this.
I think so.
I think so.
A lot of people say average 10 years.
Because I went back and I bugged him a couple more times. And
Yeah.
he was like the last person at the table. And that's when he gave us that volume 1 and he signed it.
Make sure that you're drawing backgrounds,
Well, to correct that, he handed it to me. He said, "This is yours, man. Thanks, man." I'm like, now, you know you're not going to give this to me without at least signing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Which what I like about Matt Hawkins, Isaac is that they don't charge for their signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing.
And they don't care how many you have for them to sign.
Yeah.
And I am a perfect illustration of that because I go up there with a stack.
Yeah.
Which one am I signing? All of them.
Right?
The 6-page pitch you print out real
It was funny because I met him like earlier in the day and then I left because I had to go man the booth somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I went to go find him again and it took me like 40 minutes to find the fucking booth again.
I remember that.
I know they're
She
here!
stopped me and was like, "Where is that booth?" It's back there.
I am absolutely infamous for my sense of no direction. None. You could dump me off somewhere, I have no fucking clue where I am.
I'm just gonna have to start a new life. I'm fucked.
That is totally
I can't find my way back. We're
I
straight.
can't. I'm going to settle here and I live here now.
Sounds like your life is a Tetris game where you put one block in the wrong place. Oh, fuck. I'm just going to have to start over right here.
So much so. I have zero sense of direction.
I've got one more question. Ask everybody this question. What is your definition?
What is your gift?
Oh, and this is the guy who turned it on me.
You know, I've actually thought that to myself several times. We asked everybody.
Okay, yeah, there's the Deadpool
I thought
pass.
it to myself.
Yeah.
'Cause I get to hear everybody's response.
Yeah, you guys got cool passes. I got a lame one.
And there's
Yeah,
so
it's still
many
hanging in my
things
office.
to it.
all my passes. It's really
I still
good.
have Tanya's lanyard from it too, because she took her pass off her lanyard,
Oh yeah.
and I still have that. It's on my keys, because I have mine, and I took her cord. Because she didn't want it. She threw it at the booth. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take it.
But at the same time, I think everybody's a nerd.
Right.
Nobody's not a nerd. We're just nerds about different things. So
Yeah.
I actually have thought about this question a lot.
Right.
But now it's your turn.
No, that was well
You
said.
gave me time to think about it.
A nerd is somebody who knows a lot about a particular subject, who's got that level of passion. There's
When he smiles, his eyes almost disappear.
And then there's
I love
that,
it.
you cross that line into being super
He's just
passionate.
cuddly and sweet, and like, you just want to squeeze him.
But you have been-
He just moved back to New York too.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. That was last year.
Was it?
I'm almost positive, yeah.
That's nerd.
Because I think he was
Okay, I
back to New York when I added him.
comics and loving comics, but then following the artist and following
But yeah,
the
wasn't that
Oh, so that's why Patty really likes him. He's in New York. That's not real.
You know, gotta support
Statist.
my fellow Yankees.
Shut up, Texas.
Hell no. Hell no.
He did that to me earlier.
Yeah.
That's nerd.
Oh my God.
That's what everybody
Okay, when we went out Thursday, there was a girl there explaining the joys of cowboy boots to me.
With the vanity light
She
on her
said,
phone.
the more fringe, the better. I almost died. That was terrible. I like that bunny picture. See, I can't say much anything bad about her either. I pick on Chris. She was sweet as hell.
She was so tired
Yeah.
on that one.
I saw her Saturday in her yeah, that one. I like that bloody bunny. I don't know what the hell that's from. But
I'm just weird. I like dressing up. You know how Halloween was always my favorite
Yeah, I don't know.
holiday, so
Chris
I
maybe
think
answer
you
that.
can wear a costume in public when it's not Halloween. It's really cool today, so
Patty had nothing to like.
I think I've only done that for like one. I think I was chasing David Frank.
Well, that's if we had nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
Any other cosplayers at a convention or on social media?
He worked his questions like water dripping out of a faucet. Like here's a drop. Here's a drop. If he used a little bit more emphasis and at the end of his lines, he would sound like Shatner. Because he's already got the pace down.
Yeah, it's all broken up.
Can you tell me what is your definition of a nerd?
Because I stalk her.
Yeah, he does.
I know she's a nerd. Because I stalk her on every social media platform.
I put Chris on top of his job, handing him on the job.
Yeah.
And I don't like something. Chris is going to say, ooh, you like that?
Well, that one you liked the other day commented on was not a cosplayer.
I know.
I'm something exciting. Burning Angel porn campaign just came out with the Skyrim porn. I thought that was exciting.
You don't kick the chicken. Fuck the chicken.
Have you seen anything coming up from the E3?
You know, sometimes he'll go through his question, and he looks like the answer, the question is written around him. He just has to find and collect the words.
Game of Thrones, for example, next one on Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
wow.
Orgasm scrolls.
Oh, orgasm scrolls.
Patty watching me review.
Oh my god, right? Oh my god, that cracked me up.
I like surprise
Come slay your dragon.
There he is. We're here. Just have to see.
Oh, have you seen The Librarians?
I saw the first one.
Okay, there's a red-haired girl on there that she can see things like mathematical formulas and stuff all around her. She thinks hard.
Oh wow.
So like that's what it looks like, he's like, oh yeah, that one right there. She can do that shit.
I was not prepared for this.
Nobody ever is.
That's what makes it such a great question.
Yeah, that's why we ask everybody.
And it does come out with some unique answers.
Nerdy things, I don't know, like Magic the Gathering and D&D and World of Darkness, Pathfinder, Warhammer.
I like all the people coming out over the edge. Like, hey, there I was! I saw it right here, yes!
Wait a minute.
You should rewind it just a little bit. Okay, ready?
We're going back, folks. We're going back.
Because our booth was right down the aisle behind her. Hold on.
Pathfinder,
I go that way.
40K,
Go
Machines, I do all that stuff.
There. I'm in
So
the
that means it
video!
was Sunday.
That was Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I look like shit. My hair was yes. So he interviewed her Sunday, so she was definitely exhausted.
Yeah. I think we were about to catch her a couple times.
Yeah.
She had enough fans that we was kind of like,
Yeah. I waited in line for a signature and everything. And she was so sweet. She totally stopped the line to give me a photo with her and stuff like that. Wasn't like
yeah, she's
annoyed by it or
She's a
anything.
really awesome cosplayer.
Yeah. I also didn't mosey around and like hang out there with her too long. I was like, okay, you got your shit to do. We're good.
Yeah, I try not to occupy anybody for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're really making money. I mean,
Yeah.
We're hearing, the money. They're being kind enough just to give us
An interview.
talk to us.
actually done that yet. I'm probably gonna do Alamo City again because I did that last year.
Oh, yes, wait, that's the camera. Oh, yeah,
Going to Dragon Con.
Yeah, you know what?
And
That's right, go ahead.
I think that was
I'm gonna try to do
that Toy Thug
again
booth.
this year.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
It's something like that. Has to do with some stuff. You can't go to New York.
She smiles.
I call it Velma After Dark.
Ah,
Rid of me as Velma in my underwear.
that's why it's the most popular one. She's in her fucking underwear.
There you go. You heard it, folks. Look her up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's her Patreon, folks. Get on her Patreon. She deserves it. She deserves it. Tell us what
Sometimes you see the people walking past and it looks
Yeah.
like you're getting ready to watch like people in Walmart.
Some of them were definitely interesting.
You know, there is this huge stigma about cons, and it's nothing but those people.
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge convention of people at Walmart.
Kind of sometimes.
So, most of the time, it's to a very small degree.
I think a third of people aren't, and 2/3 definitely are.
But here's the thing, it varies from con to con.
It does vary, yeah.
Like,
Now, like, I'll give it to Montsuri, there's not as many.
Really?
I'm dating with Nerdery. I'm here.
oh, Matt Hawkins.
Oh, that Matt guy.
About him almost every week. Absolutely fantastic.
I saw him for like 5 minutes. He's a ninja, signed my book. I didn't see him do it and disappeared.
Now, of course, during all this, while this whole like thing's taking place,
His
the
wife.
2 little hoochies
Oh,
that were there.
Oh, my.
That was
One of them was cosplaying as Aphrodite 9, and I'm the one who waved her down and said, hey, you know, Matt Hawkins is here. And so, like, they
Wait,
were
did
like
she know
right
who Matt
behind.
Hawkins was?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. This would have been funnier if she didn't.
She was hoping real hard for Matt Hawkins to forget about his wife.
Yeah. Who is right behind that banner.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I was laughing because there was all sorts of comments going on over on this
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's an attractive guy, but whole wife thing kind of gets in the way.
Yeah.
You know, especially if he likes her. You know.
Talk about that.
Symmetry. I'm working on the second volume of Symmetry. I'm working on the fourth volume of Dictate. I'm working on the third volume of The Tide. And I am working on 2
I think JD flipped his badge around before that meeting. I'm not impressed. Don't know me.
I don't know. You know, I might do it subconsciously. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
The cancer one is called.
I don't know, we'll see when we get to the other ones. If it's all flipping around,
Yeah.
you have like an automatic to it.
That I went absolutely silly, so I like her dynamic. And
JD keeps his hands here. I generally try to keep mine behind me if I can, or I'm down at my sides.
I'm just saying like a
Well,
I know I talk with my hands. So
I'm very much a hand talker, and I don't want to remove that from my personality and just be there and all stoic and shit. So I keep them right here just so they have something to do when I'm not hand talking.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Car ran real good.
Oh my god. I'm gonna stand there like this, like Superman through the entire interview.
I'll let you borrow my shirt. I'll let you borrow my shirt. Now see, this is where I actually remembered back to past interviews with just conversations, not even interviews, but conversations with him. And I asked him way back, how do you decide what you're going to write about? Because he writes about so many different widespread things. And he said, well, I'll write about what I want to learn about. So this was the interview where I'm like, I'm going to do that.
Which is an opposite from almost everybody else.
Yeah. And I was like, what do you want to learn about? What are you learning about right now? Because I know that's what he's writing about.
That's when we had the discussion about what they're working on next, and I'm like, oh, that's good.
Hasn't come out yet. I'm just like,
yeah, I'll get a first edition of that one too.
Totally trying to blame his name. The zombie trap guy. Made me sad. He posted his years thing.
I bet you motherfucker, you don't get out.
Right? I need to meet you.
I started meeting with this guy, and I talked to him over a few months, and we discovered, there are several gene markers in the body that specifically...
he's so intelligent.
And part of the reason why people get
Just incredibly
I
intelligent.
love his Facebook and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love that.
And I find it hilarious because after talking to him personally so many times and having so many conversations with him, I think his Facebook is just an experiment in what's
Social realities.
yeah, and perception. Like, that's all. I think honestly for him, that's all it is.
Yeah, he definitely trolls. Like, he does sometimes troll like crazy. It's funny as hell.
If you're a man, you live over 80, you can talk to him. But the idea being is there's a eugenics conspiracy. They figure out a way. These people figure out a way to turn down all
He almost has
Now, you know what? I've never read it yet.
Look at that fluff.
We're sorry, Matt.
They do it.
And it was weird in this interview because at this point I'm comfortable. I know what he will and will not talk about.
Sorry, I think that's for me.
So, all except for I think one question I found out during the interview that it was off limits. But while this interview was going on, I learned so much
That's cool.
because I asked that question, what are you learning about right now?
Exactly.
And then he's like a can of biscuits. Like once you open it up, you can't put everything back. Everything's coming out. So I asked him about what he learned about, and he just gave me a couple lines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no, elaborate on that. I don't want to know more. And then
Ah.
here it all comes. And
Next thing I want to ask you is...
Think Tank is literally a comic book that'll make you smarter. And having a conversation with Matt Hawkins will also make you infinitely smarter.
That's the question.
Tell me he's a ninja too.
Think Tank is...
I don't know what happened.
Art is always more important than the story. I think it's a visual medium. Comic books is about art, and so I'm going to say that it's 60% comic and all 40% me. And there's a
Oh, yeah, I asked
The
him.
guy probably peeked in and was like, what the hell's going on in there?
I mean, the people that know me personally have known me for a long time. So whenever they read that book, they hear my voice coming out of that person's mouth.
Right?
I wanted to.
Pizza delivery!
I know when I read it, I hear your voice. But
And I can honestly say the last issue of Think Tank that came out last week is the first issue wherein I read it. It's not Matt Hawkins' voice. Because I hear Lauren's. Yeah.
You can just say E-Prez on your shirt, by the way.
E-Prez.
E-Prez.
Changing DNA while it's still alive. The idea of mutation and with natural selection and generational change in DNA and DNA structure. There was an entire new series.
Hey,
That's one of them.
that was one.
Boobies.
That was the one that had
She had the
fries
girls on display for sure.
And animals, where they've taken like fish and they've spliced fish with fish and cats.
See, but that was one of the conversation I didn't hear. She's over there talking about she like just had a kid or some shit.
Yeah.
We're like,
There she is. There's the other one.
Even a human is in it himself that has blown on our skin. And so jellyfish DNA will give you that. And the reason is because, you know, it's kind of like the lizard from Spider-Man. The idea if you could splice DNA in an existing person, like let's say my arm got lopped off, it's like a bigger way to, you know, use up genetics to give you some lizard DNA.
Epigenetics. Like the whole idea of it, was, like to me, was so mind-boggling.
well, like just to me, the idea of being able to store the amount of data that you can store
Yeah.
in DNA on the unused portions.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an amazing thought. And I really believe at some point we will get there. It makes perfect sense.
Everyone knows someone.
Now, for those of you who don't know what epigenetics is, if you've seen the Amazing Spider-Man cross-species genetics, that's epigenetics. And it is currently, right now, going from being science fiction to science fact. They are currently working on it right now.
In the back of most of your books, you have a section citing all your references. What inspired you?
Alan Moore, or Chief of the Dead. Or not Chief of the Dead, From Hell. Yeah, I read From Hell in the early 90s when Alan Moore wrote, and I didn't really know anything about actually. And that inspired me absolutely 100% everything I do it. Because when I read From Hell, I read the comic, I said, wow, this is really great. The movie's okay, but the book was amazing.
I know we're really boring right now, but
Yeah.
we're watching. When he speaks, you can't help but like, because you know how smart he is. You can tell just by how he's speaking. It's not even what he's saying.
Kind of like if someone has a really thick accent, I don't care what they're talking about. They could be talking nuclear physics and shit, and they sound like idiots to me. Like a certain accent, if you talk like a hillbilly, you could be talking about anything in the world, and you sound dumb as fuck to me.
Like Jeff Foxworthy, in the old Jeff Foxworthy bit.
You might be a redneck again.
Brain surgeon from Georgia. All right, now what we gonna do is saw the top of your head off,
Yeah.
root around in there with a stick, and see if we can't find that daggone clock. No thanks, I'll just die. Okay.
Yeah. But that's what it sounds like to me. It doesn't matter how smart the words are. If it's that, like,
Now I know how bad he really
accent, I
feels about me.
can't. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Everything been putting out. And I was wanting to know if you'd say it with
Okay, what is it? It's,
if you're not reading that hard.
you suck. You
suck.
You get 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. If you're not reading Matt Hawkins, you suck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Hey, this is Chris with the Nerdery here at Comicpalooza 2016. I am here.
He was
Chris
eking
isn't
out.
chubby right now.
This is awesome.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
I was a big
And Blabbermouth.net is one of the biggest online heavy metal magazines, and they actually took this video and used it as a source
That's awesome.
for Fear Factory's upcoming tour.
His questions are loading.
Uh-oh. What the hell just happened?
Oh, that's Conover right there.
Oh, what the hell?
It skipped and didn't like the video.
Right? It's just like, no.
Hey,
Just skip it.
Oh, Lou!
Now, see, this is going to be hard to talk shit about because you're not on camera.
I'm not. No, and like I said,
We don't
unfortunately,
want to pick on him.
No, you
he'll be
definitely
our
want to pick
ass.
on him.
no, like I said, with his hearing, I had to stay behind the camera and talk it from there. Yeah, I'm not in that one either because that was just a table.
Round table. Those are always fun, though.
That was a round table.
Yeah. The selfie stick in the corner.
And we know just about everybody in that room personally, which is wild to go back and watch these videos at round tables. Like, hey, I know all of them.
Yeah.
I'm JD with the Nerdery, and I'm here with John Hughes, the legend John Hughes.
I still don't know exactly what to think about John.
Really,
Huh?
really
I
awesome
don't know what
stuff.
to think about
I've
John.
read a lot of your books, and
He's wearing a
you know,
yes shirt.
your whole brand
Personality
is
He's a cool guy. He's fun to talk to, that's for sure. I've talked to him quite a few times. He's always really friendly to us. He's always very accommodating to us.
The way that we discuss that with people also, we find that a lot of people like the idea.
You know, somebody where you can talk to and you're like, I just don't know that
Yeah.
my personality, your personality,
What we're trying to do now is
Yeah.
focus on
and it's kind of like when
the fact
he's a
that
cool guy, and he has been friendly every time.
Yeah.
I walk over and talk to him and all that. It's just one of those where I can kind of tell that we have a clash in
Yeah.
personalities.
Shit, I have friends like that. Some people like me.
I have to pay money.
Yeah, you pay me.
was
Or
that
you pay for your friends.
Yeah.
carry things on forever. And that's, I think, the thing that was missing before. It's like
$5 there. Shit.
I know, I noticed that too.
Increase.
And my stolen pin from the hotel.
Nice.
a lot of times
Dude, I always take pens and notepads from hotels I have.
kind of either wear out on
I've
I
only
take them.
I've only consciously done it twice.
I've consciously done it every time. They always go on.
I took that pin because I realized the only pins I brought with me on that trip were art pins. I'm like, oh, I'm not fucking taking notes for that
Yeah.
shit. I'm not fucking doing
the
it.
story is resolution.
And
And tying back
instead, I took the hotel pin, and then when my wife and I were in Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel, I intentionally stole every bit of stationery that
See?
was not bolted down.
Yes.
Even the glued stuff,
I
it
steal
came
the
home with.
Back in a couple of
stationery.
years, she is a couple of years older, so people actually get to
There's something about it
see
I
these
like.
characters grow up.
I love his face when we ask him every question.
That you don't see in comics.
'Cause it's almost a grimace.
Characters have this
It's not like,
frozen time.
I dare you say these words to me.
It's so different than us, and we don't want that with Overgrown. We want to see the progression of a human being. which is the most
JD didn't look as
important.
bad this time, but I think it's because there's no picture
Now
of
we,
him.
No, it's because those were double-sided, weren't they?
I can't remember. I think so. They may have been double
I
sided.
think yeah.
We were talking about America. By the way, and those of you watching, if you want to read those reviews,
Well, I would look farther. I have one copy of the sign.
America.
well, I read whichever.
What's going on here?
I read
America is our biggest project we've done so far. We haven't really done a lot of big name people
Yeah.
yet. But with America, we wanted to do something special because it's a project I really believe in. Our book Graduate, we introduced the character America, and we introduced her as a character who was a
Yeah, I
woman
like
in
that.
middle school. And you actually watch this moment where she loses her
Yeah.
powers and becomes a normal human being again. And then we, kind of split her off in your own series. First, she wanted to just start it this month, so it's going to go through the summer. And she's this crime fighter who, within
And
the
they,
Overground universe,
he has actually distributed through Diamond, which means pretty much any comic book retailer can get it for you.
she's like, everybody knows who she is. And when she
Well, I have learned that
instead of
that
retiring, instead of
a lot of comic book stores, they'll only get what they know
she
and
ends up
stuff.
kind of,
Yeah.
They'll only stick to the big titles and they'll grab like one or two of
And the
the
reason that
publishers.
happens is,
But
the reason a lot of
they
us
can
kids
order
have changed their lives.
anything.
We-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, go in and request it.
Yeah.
Request it over.
You might have to pre-purchase, but that's not a big deal, because you're gonna buy it anyway.
Well, I had one of the comic book stores, they gave me Flintstones number one because they were determined you
Yeah.
have to read this, and I read
You
it.
get that,
That's
body you
fucking
want.
awesome.
You get that
And then the
behavior.
store I buy everything from, they didn't have it in trade.
Yeah.
But, hey, I need volume one Flintstones in
We have such
trade.
a
Yeah.
hard time.
All right, which one?
being patient
This one or
with
this
ourselves
one?
as people and
But they had the
accepting change in
original-
our lives.
Yeah.
And I wanted to tell
Dark
stories
Horse
that
run.
would be colorful.
No, no, no,
That people would be reading that
Yeah.
they would kind of feel that
And
connection to that
still working on it.
situation. I think we've all had it.
B-side.
And so she,
I wish it
instead
was
of
going
being
great
able
like
to count on
him.
that vulnerability,
She has like that
on the
skunk
other
patch,
things by herself,
like
but she
that one
doesn't
little.
understand yet her just as
They're coming in on me like right
So,
now.
Yeah, I have the Reed Richards too. Go straight
training,
man.
whatever father.
To me, it's not Reed
It's
Richards.
make certain you
Not
can
bad.
find some ways to
There you go.
So that's what the story's about. And of course, your series.
Now, of course, the beard would be
gets
there.
that
That'd be
super,
all right.
like this adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
No, I've seen a lot of guys like they'll go white
Think
and
about
the
that.
facial hair in like certain spots first.
I love
Mine is
that.
just
She
like
feels that again for the first time.
That's what my head
We
is.
show it as the
It's
reason she's
horrible.
making that choice.
here.
Like, I have it right up through here.
Our lives that's
I'm like,
scary,
what the hell?
that
They're just
makes us
scattered all the way through. No, not like
I know why.
again in a very fearful manner. We don't realize that can happen.
Oh yeah. Drawing the color out.
Script it out, you know.
I guess mine's from somebody holding my ears.
That's awesome.
No, I used to sporadically shave my head just at random.
Yeah. Like me.
And when I was rooming with Keith, and he and I were roommates, I did it, and it was starting to grow back, and I told him to let it grow back out. He goes, dude, I swear, next time you do it, knock me out and take me up to the shop and give me a tattoo.
Now, all the books are actually written by you.
That's awesome.
What?
Almost everything we publish is by
Oh yeah, man.
everything
I'll tattoo you right on the top of your head, like go in my ears, you know what I'm doing.
branching out, which is actually a fun thing to talk about. We
Now
have
that would be a
a new
conversation.
line culture where people
You know how I got that?
on the bottom of our book, this stripe right here, this spotlight, which you see a little watermark there, it's the spotlight. And that lets you know
That wasn't there before.
this is something we endorse and that we like, but that we didn't actually produce ourselves. The first one that we did, right back in our house. Or did I get too best?
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, oh hell.
We met
That
this
one was
guy
good.
from Fossil at a show in Dallas, and I heard him. He was sitting across from me. So I'm pitching my comics, he's pitching his, and the show got a little slow. So at one point, I'm just sitting there, kind of eavesdropping to George, and it sounded like me. It sounded like what I talk to people about. It was a real personal story, and it's a beautiful book with great artwork. It's beautiful. Yeah, and it's a really compelling lead character named Zoelle, who's a young woman.
Stop it.
Wait, what's your
He's trying to play footsie with me.
Trying to flip her foot
Marvel's
off.
trying hard to put out more books for them, but it's still such a small percentage.
Now,
of what
I
they
will
do.
say this, I think this is absolutely awesome. Most of the time when you go to a publisher's booth, they'll have writers or artists there and everything.
And so
But
that's a little bit of
the artists, you'll only see the art that they do for their work. Now, if you look in the background here, you see a Red Lantern, you see Punisher, you see Catwoman, you see Power Girl, Harley Quinn, Joker. You see all these characters, there's an artist immediately to my right in that video. And they do artwork for Overgrown Comics, but they're there to sell prints as well. And he lets them do it. And which, yeah, it's absolutely incredible.
awesome.
Which makes me think if I were
Open line.
doing art, I want to do it for him.
We have to, we publish books that we publish. Like, we can't just take anything to our distributor and say, hey, we're doing this. But if it's something that we believe in enough to put our name on it, that works for us. Like, if it was something that just didn't fit what we did, I wouldn't be able to do it because it wouldn't make sense for our distributor to put it out, because they would probably be concerned. Like, we put out this gory horror book, they would probably not expect our fans to buy it because we don't do that kind of stuff. So even if something like
Gory horror and everything. And boobs.
justify
Well, there's a lot of boob there.
Yes, there's a lot of boobs right there.
Well, we asked everybody this question. I'm going to ask you. What is your definition of nerd?
It's like Barbary only goes.
It's Chuck and
You
boobs.
missed the grimace.
open up like this
Oh.
can of worms would
Well, we asked everybody this question. I'm going to ask you. What is your definition of nerd?
Oh man, you know what's funny? Man, you just opened up like this can of worms with me that I could go on for the longest podcast in history. But I'm going to try to simplify this a little bit.
And I've been trying to get with his schedule to get him on the show. We have a whole 2-hour show of nothing but him and us talking about the word nerd.
And they take pride in being that. But this won't be the most popular answer you've ever heard. All I want from everybody is to call themselves by their name. I want you to be Jimmy. I want you to be Chris. I want you to be JD. And that's what I want you to identify yourself as. I'm the one and only me. And I don't have to be a certain person to be part of this culture. I'm part of this culture because I'm open to new ideas and I enjoy, reading the books I read, watching the shows I watch. But like, when you niche yourself into something like that, you can close yourself off from other people. And I want to sit here and be okay if like a jock walks up and wants to look at my books.
That was a quote, so
If a nerd walks up,
it was a really enlightened answer. I didn't expect it.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
that's why
That part is I couldn't even hear it until after the video.
I want to be that.
Because it was loud there. And their booth was up close to the front.
I want to hear these stories because I write these because I want people to read these books, and when they're done, I want them to know themselves a little better. And if they're telling me who they are before they start reading it, they're not going to listen. And so what I wish is that people would just give up the nerd thing, give up the geek thing, and any of that. But your name Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Bud.
But your definition of a nerd is there's no such thing. I wish there wasn't that. Yeah, like to me, a nerd is a label that people give themselves when they don't value their own human. Well, thank you so much for your
They
time.
will explain
We're gonna get back
about
to you.
you though, that your name does.
It's like a descriptor more.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay watching.
Oh, wait,
Okay?
wait, wait. I said it in my
He's going on his books.
No, I don't believe you now.
Thank you very much. I'm JD. Jimmy's back there in the back. We're here with Mike.
You look so excited.
And, man, I still love the Bucks. Incredible stuff going on.
JD got it.
Tell the watchers what exactly y'all got going on. What y'all's big plan.
Jimmy looks like a damn parrot in the background.
Yes.
Right now, we've got
Jimmy's smile. Jimmy's smile cracks me up.
we're also doing a Kickstarter.
What the fuck?
Behind Travis.
See, I'm noticing the guy in the white over there. The
Oh
black
shit, I
face
didn't
thing.
see him. Oh my god, just weird. That's awesome. Don't mind me. Okay.
Who are you? I'm a ninja. Leave me alone.
I'm perfectly normal.
I have to say, this was probably one of the most difficult video interviews I've ever done because there were so many of us
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, no, and I'm sitting there going, nope, nope, guys, this way,
Huddle.
together.
Huddle.
And Jimmy's there in the back just looking creepy.
I know. That's like killing. Occasionally he'll do a weird smile, like excited.
Interactive comics. So
Who am I? I'm your stalker. We take romantic walks on the beach. There's only one of us knows about them.
We love the fact that people keep supporting us.
Who was that in my best friend's girl? Well, you can love her at a distance, you can't have any kids. Well, you can love her kids from a distance.
That's the biggest part of it, the biggest motivator is when people say, "How like."
What's amazing is the ninja has not moved yet. Like, he's still in the same spot.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Keep going.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to remember what was over there.
I love people watching.
Oh, he moved, he moved.
G.I.
He's
Bro,
wearing like a ski mask and a long sleeve t-shirt.
G.I. Bro 1 and 2.
It's funny. He just moved it out from behind the camera y'all were watching us on.
Oh, that's funny. Like he knew. What the fuck was that, Jimmy? Come on. That was awesome. Ah.
So the first story arc is kind of a
I think you added another pin again.
over the top 80s action.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, there were only 4 on the last
No,
video.
that was fine.
Yeah, that was fine.
It's going to take
Maybe I just didn't see the one.
I don't change them mid-con
Okay.
the world of action.
because I'm afraid I'll lose them. Like that big one up there, you can only get that
Hey, I was
at
pretty good.
Disneyland.
Code name, she's going to be a cool secret agent type character.
Is
Now
it
this
guy?
guy, the other guy in the back, he is actually a co-writer for Last Century, but he also does his own comic books. He actually wrote Manticore.
Is that guy right there dressed like Star Trek?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ha!
that's Starfleet. They were there.
That's Jason. Jason Fitzgerald. Basically what we're doing is
What the fuck?
It's the Joker.
Fiction Studio.
But we met
Basically hire us.
Travis and Patrick at a free comic book day event. Jimmy, Chris, and I did. And then they tossed us quite a few books and some shirts. And they're a great bunch of guys. And they handed me Liberty, #1, which was an ash can. And I fell in love with that character. At that point, I'd read a lot of independent publisher stuff, and like the real small guys who have, like, they are their own distributors. And I didn't have high hopes for Liberty. I didn't expect much of it. I thought this is just going to be another one of those cookie cutter. Honestly, I was sitting there looking at it going Liberty, and it's a soldier with an American flag tied around his head from like here up with eye holes cut in it. I'm like, this is going to be some sort of Captain America ripoff. And no, it appeared that way, but it is definitely the definition of the case. Never touch a book by its covers.
Nice.
Is such an incredible character, and every time we see him, I ask him, when's Liberty coming back? Because it was an ash can,
Yeah.
and I think he said they only had like 100 printed. And I have one.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And every time I see him, I have to ask him. So, when's Liberty coming back? Oh, he's coming back on the standing 7. No,
Yeah.
we're Liberty coming back.
There's a trash thing.
Oh,
Yeah, Waste Management.
There's a trash can ad. That guy's blocking all my people watching. And Jimmy's blocking me on the other side. What the hell?
What the hell?
So we gotta get to number 2 quick because I need more liberty.
Ah, you need more liberty.
Let me scratch my butt. Oh, yeah.
That is just experience and body. That's incredible, man. I love that character.
Forever immortalized, scratching ass. Very nice.
That's the highest rating you can get from us. That's 5K. It's good
Oh, was it that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're cranking it up to 11. Which, by the way, I give Liberty 11.
Yes. You revamped it.
I want an answer from each of them. The 3 of us.
It was so loud here.
It was.
I'm like listening hard.
And at that time, the mic was somewhere else.
Oh,
We
yeah.
only had one mic at a time.
Yeah. We did have a lot of fun at that con.
Oh yeah, that was a blast. I mean, it's a shame they did what they did. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I was seeing that con as moving on
Yeah.
Yeah.
and being an actual competition, but greed's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, I was never considered a nerd.
Never.
Never.
You are now.
I know I am now, but like, even though I like things and I was nerdy in my own way, like, no one saw me that way. I was just lumped into like freak, because I like weird things. Like, that was it. Like, the one guy said that ever since he was young, he was, picked on for being a nerd, wore glasses, blah, blah, blah. That was never me.
Really wasn't me either.
It's so weird.
I was a headbanger. And
Yeah, see, like, I was just a freak, and
See, I got along with pretty much everybody.
Oh, I
I didn't
got
really
along with
fit into
everybody.
any clique.
yeah.
I remember that now.
yeah, because that was the first, that one guy came through, he was hide your cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Travis said, you change. You just gotta be who you are and be yourself.
Yeah. That one guy was a seaman. On a Navy hat.
Yeah.
He's a seaman.
So is my brother.
That's awesome.
That's all it is.
Hey, there's a blue guy in the background.
Which one? The guy that went on the shirt or the other one?
That one.
Now wearing the Batman shirt is cool. So yeah, exactly.
Did I tell you how excited I was that I went to the grocery store the other day randomly and they had Lego Batman shirts?
You got excited about it?
I got excited because they were little boys' shirts and I realized I could wear those again. So I can buy little boys' clothing again and rock it, and that opens up so many possibilities for nerdy ass shirts. Because on girls' clothes, like, there's a lot you can't get.
Yeah.
So if I can wear little boys' clothes too,
So send your little boy clothes to
probably like a large little boy's t-shirt would fit. I'm thinking I haven't worn one in a long time, but I'm thinking that's about where I am. Opens up for nerdy shirts of all kinds. And they're way cheaper. It was like $8 for a t-shirt instead of 25.
so much for taking the time to talk to us again.
Right, you guys.
And y'all will be at Con Music Fire? No? Not this year?
I'll be there walking around on Saturday.
So I'll see you in okay.
And I did. And I did.
Nice. I was wondering if you saw
Look
him.
at that rash that way.
I don't say I don't remember seeing him again, but
I know I saw Travis too.
That's actually
He brought the kids up.
then again, Saturday I was in Hidden College Boys,
Oh yeah.
You couldn't see shit.
which is pretty normal for me and my husband.
I still want to know who was in that monster costume over at one of the horror booths. It was like a full ass costume.
Oh, that
Almost
was
sold out.
you're talking about Scary Scary.
But I still want to know who was in that suit because every time I walk, even near that aisle anywhere, whoever was in that costume would scream like a beast at me and like howl. And I want to know who the hell that was. 'Cause that was hilarious. I know. Like, was it a boy? Was it a girl? That was hilarious. I want to hug him. But like, I didn't even have to walk down the aisle. Just down at the end.
No, Todd Lowe.
Aww.
And I'm here. This is Todd Lowe.
I really like him.
Of course, those of y'all who probably know him most as Terry.
Yeah.
Just spent a great deal of time on the show.
Yeah, about 6 years.
Damn.
I hate saying I didn't know a hell of a lot about him.
Really? See, I know all
Those are the
about
hardest
you guys.
interviews to do when
Like,
you're doing it on the fly.
I watched True Blood, but I didn't like really pay attention to his character. I mean, I knew some of it.
Who was he in Gilmore Girls?
He was the guy that Todd Lowe played.
Who's that Todd Lowe guy?
I can't reach you.
So
Damn, now I
now,
gotta-
But I'm right. Now, see, here's the fucked up thing is I'm right.
hey, I bet he was the guy. See that picture over there?
I know,
I
but
bet
that
that
but I don't think it's... Hold on, I gotta look this shit up.
I'm almost 100% certain he looks just like him.
No, they did get him reversed. You see that? Like Gilmore Girls is over on the True Blood side. True Blood's over on the other side.
Yeah.
Now, right before
Ah,
this,
damn it!
that was where our fan was. That
Oh,
fangirl
yes.
out because she was his
Handler.
handler.
And then I got a nice part of that. Guest star the first year, and they made me a contract player the second year, and I had a good 5-year run. Makes some pretty decent coin, like
Oh yeah, my Darth Vader ring.
Oh.
house and raise my profile a bit and get invited to conventions. So here I am.
Image search Todd Lowe, Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Well, I gave a lot of the writers sure helped a lot of them. In the books, Charlotte Harris.
I give myself a little bit of credit.
Terry
I'd look shit up and find a way to ask the right
and I
question.
kind of played
Yeah.
it more.
It's the only credit I give myself. Other than that, it's a fat guy on punishment.
Yeah.
With the bad hat.
The bad hat. The bad hat.
That's right.
Started it all.
Zach Van Gerben?
Treated me like crap.
I don't even know.
But I played it with someone came back and then Main Killer.
Oh,
A
shit!
lot of there was
What the hell?
Looks just like Todd Lowe, doesn't it?
Shut up!
So I just kind of kept that
I
downstairs
didn't
there.
even recognize. Holy shit!
Always focusing on the next moment.
That's weird.
I'm right though, right?
You shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god. That's weird.
But great credit to him. He's wearing a Houston Astro shirt.
Yeah.
Girls for Netflix, that comes out around
What's that metal thing?
That was the Stein you could buy and you get
and
for
the other one did Hey
Yeah.
Pilots, which I think will be either on Amazon or
And
Strategically placed business cards, let me point out.
yes.
and I basically
And here's the thing: all those Steins had Space City Comic Con
Stephen A.
2015 on it.
Guys like
Yeah, and it's 2016 con.
I'm an inmate.
And they told us, you buy this, it's $25. You get free refills all weekend, and then when you bring it in next year, pay $5, and you get free refills in it
Yeah.
all next year. And here we are in 2017.
I ain't no next year.
Mm-mm.
And water rim glasses. That's the stereotype. I had to draw one in Pictionary. That's what I would do. I put a pockets protector and water rim glasses, make it a face.
Sort of got him to get a tattoo.
Maybe
I
it-
got that on my
Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
taking some time out.
I really like him.
Check it out. Check out Gilmore Girls coming out on Netflix.
Like just his
in December.
mannerisms.
Yeah.
Great time.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I hate when I don't really know a
How
lot.
do you pronounce your last name?
Okay.
Just like it's
This is the only interview we've gotten her to do so far, so we're going to stick around and do it. We're actually going to run over the hour that I said this episode was going to be.
You were actually born and raised in London? Yeah. What made you decide
And
to come to the U.S.?
Tanya is still upset at the fact that she had to be on this side of the table and was facing away.
Yeah, she would not let her on the other side.
That was the reason, a broken heart.
Man, look at that hand of her. Boy, she looks happy, doesn't she?
Right?
So, wait, which one is your name?
You're all happy.
I don't know, that one back there is real thrilled too.
Glad to hear
so.
that.
That is actually one of her personal aides.
That's what I'm doing, look, yeah.
But that's actually Brina Sertz's actual staff.
Yeah.
Which we saw a lot there. They
Yeah.
brought their staff, their personal staff with them.
Well, you can rely on them.
She's sitting there pissed off, can't even eat my fucking dove chocolate.
But she was actually really friendly. We were in a rush because she stopped her line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brina Sertz's, she actually stopped her line.
Yeah, for the interview.
Yeah, because her line was unending.
Yeah.
Like there, we were pretty much like that was. I think that was one of the only ones we had to do at that point before we had the other
Yeah.
But outside of that, I think we were finished with interviews for the day.
Yeah.
Just this one and the one we actually got turned down for at last minute.
No, we had Gigi after that. After y'all two got done, we had Gigi after.
Yes, but Gigi was so friendly; she was willing to do it anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, we were all just kind of in a holding pattern, just waiting on this interview, and she realized her line was not going to stop, so she stopped her line
That's really cool.
for us to do this interview. We get it
It
done.
looks pretty great too for how many years it's been.
Yeah,
Yeah, she hasn't aged bad.
No.
and now she did go through the questions, and apparently she was sick, like bad sick. And apparently that was the reason that she wanted Tanya on the other side of the table, so she didn't get her sick.
Still gonna get her sick that close. But
Yeah.
that's fine. Oh my god.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my face.
Which I always find hilarious, you know, sometimes with people who can't move and are stuck being there on camera.
I feel bad for her. It is uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
I'd be eating. I'd be looking at
I'd be like, look at the chocolate. Make it really uncomfortable, you know.
And you know, when we get to interview these people, I mean, it's always uncomfortable for us because, you know, regardless of how shameless we really are,
Yeah.
we still get shy and a little tongue-tied around these people, and we know we have to ignore it.
Yeah.
This is going to go on camera, it has potential, it's going on the internet forever. And, you know, we know this is going to stick around for years and years and years. And we, of course, I love this interview.
The one I was actually nervous about.
Yeah.
And that I loved
He
the whole
seems
time.
so nice.
Oh, he was, like, after the interview, he's fucking awesome.
Oh my god. He's like half the old guys that I've met in Texas. Like that really friendly, really loud, really like.
What has been your best experience or favorite experience while with it's been a great experience for
Yeah, like I said, as you see, I put my hands behind me.
Yeah.
Because I do talk with my hands, so I try to only bring them out whenever I'm saying something.
Well, that's exactly why I do this, but that way I'm not losing the time. I know my body's going to, well, what the fuck are you doing with your hands? Get them up here. So I get them right here.
You're like, okay.
So the brain's like, all right, you're quick draw, you're ready to go.
Quick draw.
Like I said, I think my favorite thing was just the fact he actually just kept calling me by
Bad hat. Not understand that? That's a bad hat, brother.
Oh my god.
I don't know who told you that, brother. You could be an irritable giant. Let me go that far, man. You know, it's a tough life for a guy being that big, man.
It does have to suck to be that big.
Yeah.
Like, he was talking about Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
It has to suck.
You might get on the airplane next to a businessman sometimes. The guy said, brother, I had a rough day. I'd be like, let me tell you, man. Andre still had villagers in his teeth from the night before. I do all kinds of stuff. I do a lot of
Do you guys remember that all the wrestlers did an album years ago?
Yes, I
My
remember
dad
that.
had
Oh my
I
god.
remember listening to it in my teens.
Because like the wrestlers did it,
Yeah.
football players did it,
Yeah.
basketball players did it, and then actors decided to do it, and that was like Coffin Man.
Oh,
And that whole little genre of
Yeah.
music. No.
yep. But I remember the wrestlers album my dad had, and I thought that was the weirdest shit, so I had to listen to it. It was like in between listening to Blue Oyster Cult and Aerosmith and stuff. Let's put on some wrestlers singing. What the hell?
Then go somewhere else. That kind of show. Be out there telling
His
stories.
fucking hands are so huge. Dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Shook his hand and it's like, he could have wrapped around 4 or 5 fucking times.
Yeah, I was actually in a band with a guy like
I
that.
can see his nipples. Just saying. Just thought I'd point that out.
But I was,
Well, it
I
was
was,
cold.
in a, I was in a band with somebody who was that size.
Oh my god.
His name was Daniel, and I always called him Banana Hands. Because like the first time I shook his hand, I channeled Jack Black in Shallow Hal. Jesus, it's like grabbing a handful of bananas. And he was a guitar player, and all I could think is, dude, how the fuck? Hey, I'm
Yeah.
picturing somebody with bananas for fingers. Like,
Trying to navigate.
Yeah, I forgot our question.
You're just like, oh, you had a chubby. You
Oh, I-
couldn't think.
Bro, this was my grandmother's favorite wrestler in the world. And so it was such a cool idea to be able to meet this guy.
let me see that 2x4 there.
Pretty good home, brother.
That's a pretty good hoeing. Steven's pretty good at that hoeing.
Well, it's time to cut this show short.
Yep, it's been fun.
Later!
Yeah, we're going to take an hour break before we do a live filming.
We're gonna eat some pizza.
For a week ago,
Yeah, for last week.
when you're watching it, it'll
Yeah.
be last week.
And you're gonna be like, what the
For
fuck?
us.
They time travel.
It's time travel. Some nerdy shit there.
All right.
Good night.
Bye!
And, you're going to see opening credits and then closing credits because I'm a forgetful motherfucker.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman. You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Hey, it's Sam Jones, Flash Gordon. I'm a big fan of the Nerdery, so you better be tuning in. That's right.